Well, do we have an exclusive for you today? I've been dragged up here to interview this next creature. You've probably seen him at a theatre near you. He'll enter from the rear, a vision in black sequin and perfect makeup. You can almost hear the men gasp at this vision of loveliness in front of them. Until that is, he opens his gob and lets fly with some of the most hilarious comedy we've ever heard. We thought it's time to meet the man behind the mask. It's Stevie Spit. Welcome, Stevie.
Welcome yourself.
So my first question has got to be, when did you know that you wanted to be the best drag artist in the world ever?
Well, I came from a very confused family. I guess when I was about 9 years old, ran away from home wearing my brother's dress. Kind of gave me a clue. And then a little bit later on, found out my father did bird impressions. Another little clue there.
And how many impressions do you have in your repertoire?
Well, funny enough, I do about 30 impressions myself, some famous, some original to myself. And then every now and then, as the show goes along, I bring out impromptu voices of all sorts of other famous people as well. Lots of impressions there.
Like who?
Oh dear, well we do a bit of a Hyacinth Bouquet. The bouquet residence, lady of the house speaking. Bit of Kenneth Williams, a bit of Billy Connolly, Lily Savage.
Go on, do a bit of Lily for me.
Oh, shut up and I rip your heads off and shut down your windpipe. Do you know, my daughter Bunty came to me the other day and she said, Mother, she said, is it true if Daddy puts his willy in Mummy's mouth, she gets a baby? I went, don't be ridiculous, she gets jewellery.
Fantastic. So how is it you can change so completely from masculine to feminine?
Well, instant mashed potato, lots of nail varnish, a good bit of drinking. Anybody can do it, even yourself.
So with a show like yours, Stevie, you must get hecklers.
All the time.
Really? And what sort of things do they shout?
Well, I had this heckler in the audience last week. Daft as a brush, obviously from Devon. You know the sort, staring at his orange juice for the last half hour because it says concentrate. Yeah, he shouted at me, Oi, you've got a bloke's name. I said, funny enough, I said, I saw your name on a tin of soup the other day. Thick country vegetable. He said, does that come with bread? I said, yeah, thick cut.
Very funny. A little birdie tells me it was your birthday last week. How old were you?
It's very rude to ask a lady how old she is. 27.
Really? Aren't you worried about all these A-list celebrities, much like yourself, all dying at 27? They're all a member of the 27 Club. Do you know about this?
Like who?
Well, like recently Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix. There's been loads.
No, I'm not worried at all. I'm just looking forward to Jedward reaching my age.
Poor Jedward. Did you see them on Big Brother last year?
Oh, boring as hell, weren't they? Honest to goodness. Jedward are in the swimming pool. Where's Michael Barrymore when you need him? That's what I want to know.
Now, I'm sure a lot of people out there would be very interested to know. And ignoring all rumours, do you actually prefer boys or girls?
Well, I don't think I'd better answer that question on the grounds that it might incriminate you.
Oh, okay. Well, swiftly moving on. I heard that you recently lost a husband.
Terrible card game.
No. Didn't you recently have a husband pass away?
I know. He died of bird flu.
You don't normally die of bird flu.
Nah, he wouldn't come in off the windowsill, so I pushed him off. I had another one that died of clap recently as well.
You don't normally die of clap either.
You do if you give it to me. He was always moaning anyway.
How do you mean?
Well, like he'd be walking down the street and he'd be like, ooh, I've got a stone in my shoe. And I used to think to myself, ooh, you've got 20 stone in your other shoe, you fat git.
And talking of health issues, I hear you've been quite ill yourself lately.
Don't ask. I had to go to the doctors last week, didn't I? I said, doctor, I've got a little bit of discharge. He said, lie in that bed over there and put your feet in them stirrups. I'll have a look. So I've gone over to the bed. I put my feet in the stirrups. Well, he's only taken a run and lunge at me, shoved a hand straight up my minge. Well, the tears were stinging my eyes. Now I know why Sooty didn't speak for 20 years. He said, does that feel a bit tender? I said, tender? I said, doctor. I said, the discharge is coming from my ear.
So is that why you're single at the moment?
Don't. I am after what happened yesterday morning. The fella that I was seeing only burst into the bathroom, caught me knee deep in a cucumber. He said, "You filthy cow, what are you up to?" I thought to myself, well, the label, but I didn't dare say it to him. He said, "What are you doing that for?" He said, "Am I not good enough? What's wrong with me?" He said, "What do I have to do to make sure this never happens again?" I went, "Knock." He said, "You filthy cow." He said, "I'm so disappointed." He said, "I was going to eat that later. Now it's going to taste of cucumber."
So he's gone and you're on your own now?
Oh yes, and good riddance as well. He was another one that was always moaning, the same as the other one. Moan, 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 moan. He used to say to me, "Ooh, you're always talking behind my back," and "Ooh, you're always pushing me around." And I thought, well, you are in a wheelchair.
Now, we hear you've been in the business for 25 years this year, and to celebrate, you're putting on a big show.
Yes.
I, for one, will be buying front row tickets for that. Well, best of luck with the show. Stevie, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, you're welcome.